Here we are going to see the day of Vision IS 27 October 2023. Topic is Department of Consumer Affairs. Topic here is the Department of Consumer Affairs in collaboration with IIT, BHU, launch Dark Matter Buster Hackathon 2023. तो क्या है भाई, कह रहा है डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ कंज्यूमर अफेयर इन कोलेब्रेशन विद IIT BHU launch Dark Python Buster Hackathon 2023. कह रहा है it aim to design, क्या है, it aim to design and prototypes innovative of software that can detect dark pattern on a e-commerce platform. It may include browser extension, add-ons, mobile application, etc. आगे करा डार्क पैटर्न रिफर टू ए प्रैक्टिस adopted by online platform which mislead people into paying for item or series may they not intended to do originally. It is considered an unfair trade practice, or it is considered an unfair trade practice. Earlier under Consumer Protection Act 2019, Government issued draft guidelines on prevention and regulation of the dark pattern 2023. Application applicable क्या है, all pattern systematically offering goods and service in India, advertiser seller आगे कर रहा है, आगे क्या कर रहा है, applicable all platforms systematically offering goods and service in India, advertisement seller, certain example of dark patterns table, certain example of dark pattern table गया कुछ एग्जाम्पल ऑफ डार्क पैटर्न का। तो पहला जो बताया है यहाँ पर बता रहा है डार्क पैटर्न डिस्क्रिप्शन बता रहा है। सास बिलिंग क्या है भाई, सास बिलिंग क्या है, करा रिकरिंग पेमेंट इन सॉफ्टवेयर एज ए सर्विस, रिकरिंग पेमेंट ऑफ सॉफ्टवेयर एज ए सर्विस, सॉफ्टवेयर एज ए सर्विस, एक्सप्लॉइटिंग पॉजिटिव एक्विजिशन लुक्स टू कलेक्ट फंड फ्रॉम यूजर। आगे क्या है, फॉल्स अर्जेंसी, डिस्क्राइबिंग अ सेल एज एन एक्सक्लूसिव सेल फॉर ए लिमिटेड टाइम। क्या करा, डिस्क्राइबिंग ए सेल as an exclusive sale for a limited time. Basket scheme, sneaking, automatically adding travel insurance while a user purchases a flight ticket. Kara basket scheming, sneaking, automatically adding travel insurance while a user purchases a flight ticket. Confirm semi, nudging user for purchase or maintaining subscription through creating a sense of fear, guilt. Example, I will stay unsecure while purchasing a flight ticket. Force action, to subscribe to a newsletter in order to purchase product. सब्सक्रिप्शन क्या है, टाइप सब्सक्रिप्शन टाइप, मेकिंग कैंसिलेशन ऑफ ए पेड सब्सक्रिप्शन और अ कॉम्प्लेक्स प्रोसेस। आगे क्या कर रहा है, ड्रीप प्राइसिंग बोल रहा है ग्रेजुअल और हिडन डिस्क्लोजर ऑफ प्राइस, ऑफरिंग समथिंग एज फ्री विदाउट रिवीलिंग इन ऑफ परचेज रिक्वायरमेंट एक्सेट्रा। नैगिंग में क्या, डार्क पैटर्न, causing यूज ओवरलोड, डिसरप्टिंग इंटेंडेड ट्रांजेक्शन। तो ये सब आपका हमने देखे पैटर्न में। एक बार फिर से मैं यहाँ पर टाइटल को रिवीजन कर लेता हूँ। कह रहा है डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ कंज्यूमर अफेयर इन कोलेब्रेशन विद IIT BHU लॉन्च डार्क पैटर्न बस्टर हैकाथॉन 2020. IT aim to design and prototypes innovative apps and software that can detect dark pattern on e-commerce platform. It may browser extension, add-ons, mobile application, etc. A dark pattern refers to practice adopted by online platform which mislead people into paying for item or service they did not intend to do originally. It is considered an unfair trade practice, or it is considered unfair trade practice. Earlier, under Consumer Protection Act 2019, government issued a draft guideline on prevention and regulation of the dark pattern 2023. Application बोला है all platforms systematically offering good service in India. Advertiser seller certain example of dark pattern कराशी टेबल dark pattern डिस्क्रिप्शन बता रहा है. डिस्क्रिप्शन में है आपका SaaS billing means software as a service. Software as a service करा recurring payment in a software as a service exploiting positive acquisition loops to collect funds from user. False urgency describing a sale as an exclusive sale for a limited time. Describing as a sale as an exclusive sale for a limited time. Basket scanning automatically adding while a user purchases a flight ticket. Confirm shaming nudging user for purchase or maintaining a service subscription, creating a sense of fear, guilt. Example, I will stay insecure while purchasing a flight ticket. Force action क्या करा forcing a user to subscribe to a newsletter in order to purchase a product. Subscription trap making cancellation of a paid subscription of a complex process. Deep pricing gradual or hidden disclosure of price offering something as free without revealing enough purchase requirement etc. Nagging dark pattern causing user overload disrupting intended transaction. तो ये सभी है. आगे करा सुप्रीम कोर्ट प्रोटेक्ट्स वुमेन राइट ऑफ प्री पेरेंट्सहुड एंड स्ट्रक डाउन 2023 अमेंडमेंट टू सरोगेसी रेगुलेशन रूल्स 2022. करा सुप्रीम कोर्ट protected women's right of parenthood and struck down 2022-23 amendment to surrogacy regulation rules 2023. A woman suffering from MRKH syndrome has challenged the 2023 amendment that might from intending couple. The provision was challenged as a petitioner. Woman has absent ovary and uterus, hence she cannot donate her own eggs for surrogacy. Center paid that use of donor egg was exempted as the process of surrogacy cannot be availed under the law unless the child was genetically related to the intending couple. Supreme Court held that expression genetically related to the intending couple has to be read as being relevant. When Rule 40A apply, Rules 40A specifically recognizes the absence of a uterus or any allied condition as a medical indication necessitating gestational surrogacy. Also, the court noted that कह रहा यहाँ पर a woman suffering from MRKH syndrome has challenged the 2023 amendment that mandated that both male and female Gametes, spawns, and game egg respectively must come from intending couple. The provision was challenged as petitioner woman has absent ovary and uterus, hence she cannot donate her own eggs for surrogacy. Center said that use of donor eggs was exempted as a process of cannot be availed under the law unless the was genetically related to the intending couple. The center said that use of egg was exempted as a process of surrogacy. Center said that use of donor egg was exempted as a process of surrogacy cannot be availed under the law unless the child was genetically related to intending couple. Supreme Court held that expression genetically related to the intending couple has to be read as being related to the husband. When rules 14A apply, rules 40A specifically recognize the absence of a uterus and any alike condition as a medical indication necessitating gestational surrogacy. Noted that law permitting gestational surrogacy was women-centric. Also, court noted that law permitting gestational surrogacy was women-centric and decision to have a surrogate child was entirely based on women's inability to become a mother. कर रहा है the court noted that the law permitting gestational surrogacy court noted that law permitting gestational surrogacy was women-centric and decision to have a surrogate child यहाँ पर पढ़ रहे हैं. Also, the court noted that the law was women-centric and decision to have a surrogate child was entirely based on women's inability to become a mother. Surrogacy regulated by Surrogacy Regulation Act 2021 is a practice whereby one woman bear and give birth to a child for give surrogacy related by Surrogacy Regulation Act 2021 is a practice whereby one woman bear and give birth to a child for an intending couple. Surrogacy Regulation Act 2021 क्या कर रहा है? Only altruistic surrogacy is allowed and penalize commercial surrogacy. Only altruistic surrogacy is allowed and penalize commercial surrogacy. Means altruistic surrogacy is allowed, but commercial surrogacy is penalized. Intending couple must be legally married, or intending couple must be legally married. Age limit of 23 to 50 for female and 26 to 55 for male. Must not have a surviving child, but must not having a surviving child. और एज legally married होना चाहिए. Limited age of the 23 to 50 for female and male के लिए 26 to 55. Surrogate mother क्या है? Must be married woman having a child of her own and between the age of 25 to 35 years. Kara surrogate mother must be married woman having a child of her own. Surrogate mother must be married woman having a child of her own between the age of 25 to 35 years. Surrogate mother must be married woman having a child of her own and between the age of 25 to 35 years. आगे करा नेशनल असिस्टेड रिप्रोडक्टिव टेक्नोलॉजी एंड सरोगेसी बोर्ड मीन्स नक्शा to review and monitor implementation of the act, supervise function of the state, ARTSC, सातवीं नेशनल असिस्टेड रिप्रोडक्टिव टेक्नोलॉजी सरोगेसी बोर्ड NARTSB to review and monitor implementation of the act, supervise functioning of the state ARTSP, SARTS, etc. National Assistance Reproductive Surrogacy Board to review and monitor implementation of the Act, supervise functioning of the state ARTSB, SARTSB. The Surrogacy Regulation Act 2023 यहाँ पर इम्पोर्टेंट पॉइंट रखा है, इसको मुझे पढ़ना है। यहाँ का altruistic surrogacy commercial surrogacy is penalized. Intending couple must be legally married होना चाहिए. Age limited of 23 to 50 for the female and 26 to 55 for male, and must not have a surviving child. Surrogate mother must be married woman having a child of her own between the age of the 25 to 35 year. मीन्स का इंटेंडिंग कपल लीगली मैरिड होना चाहिए, उसका एज होना चाहिए 23 से 50 ईयर एज, और आपका मेल का होना चाहिए 26 से 55, एंड मस्ट नॉट हैविंग सर्वाइविंग चाइल्ड. और सरोगेट मदर होना चाहिए, वो मस्ट हैव ए चाइल्ड ऑफ हैविंग ए मदर ऑफ चाइल्ड, मीन्स वुमेन ऑफ ए हैविंग ए चाइल्ड ऑफ हर ओन, और बिटवीन द एज कितना होना चाहिए उसकी 25 से 35 ईयर तक होना चाहिए. नेशनल असिस्टेंस रिप्रोडक्टिव टेक्नोलॉजी एंड सरोगेसी बोर्ड मीन्स नेशनल असिस्टेड implementation of the supervised functioning of the star state ARTSB etc. तो ये है आपका. उसके बाद आगे पढ़ते हैं इंटरनेशनल इंटरकनेक्टेड डिजास्टर रिस्क रिपोर्ट. अब क्या पढ़ेंगे? इंटरकनेक्टेड डिजास्टर रिस्क रिपोर्ट पढ़ेंगे. तो पहला क्वेश्चन पूछेगा इंटरकनेक्टेड डिजास्टर रिस्क रिपोर्ट के रिलीज करता है. तो इट इज रिलीज बाई, यहाँ पर देखो बोला है रिलीज बाई यूनाइटेड नेशन यूनिवर्सिटी इंस्टीट्यूट फॉर एनवायरनमेंट एंड ह्यूमन सिक्योरिटी. कौन रिलीज करता है? इट इज रिलीज बाई इंटरकनेक्टेड डिजास्टर रिस्क रिपोर्ट इज रिलीज बाई
Interconnected Disaster Risk Report released by the United Nations University Institution of Environment and Human Security. आगे का as per report, world is fast approaching risk tipping point on the multiple front. Risk tipping point is a movement when a socio-ecological system loses its ability to buffer risk, leading to increased potential for catastrophic impact. This is different from so-called climate tipping point, which means a specific threshold after which unstoppable change occur influencing global climate. Six interconnected risk tipping point are accelerating extinction that trigger chain reaction to ecosystem collapse, groundwater depletion. Six interconnected risk tipping point are six interconnected risk tipping point are पहला में है accelerating extinction that trigger chain reaction to ecosystem collapse. टू में है ground water depletion that drain water risking and force supply. चार में है mountain glacier melting. आगे space debris causing loss of multiple satellite. आगे है unbearable heat making it hard to live in some area. आगे है uninsurable future when rising risk make homes unaffordable. drive driver of risk पॉइंट कौन है ह्यूमन इंड्यूस ग्रीन हाउस गैस इमिशन ह्यूमन इंड्यूस ग्रीन हाउस गैस इमिशन insufficient risk management and insufficient cooperation, a global demand pressure, inequality of development, and livelihood opportunity. Driver of risk tipping point. Driver of risk tipping point. Human induced greenhouse gas emission. Driver of risk tipping point. Human induced greenhouse gas emission, insufficient risk management, and insufficient cooperation, global demand pressure, inequality of development and livelihood opportunity. Driver of risk human induced greenhouse gas emission, insufficient risk management, insufficient cooperation, global demand pressure, inequality of development, and livelihood and opportunity. Six interconnected risk tipping point are accelerating extinction that trigger chain reaction to ecosystem collapse, groundwater depletion that drain water risking and food security. Six interconnected risk tipping point are तो कौन है पहला है आपका accelerating extinction that triggers chain reaction to ecosystem collapse, groundwater depletion that drain water risking food supply, mountain glacier melting, a space debris causing loss of multiple satellites, unbearable heat making it hard to live in some area, uninsurable future when rising risk make homes unaffordable. Driver of the risk tipping point कौन है human induced greenhouse gas management and insufficient cooperation, global demand pressure, inequality of development and livelihood opportunity, inequality of development and livelihood opportunity, solution in the form of avoid, preventing risk, adopted dealing with risk, delay slowing risk progression, and transform system overhaul. Solution in the form of avoid Solution in the form of avoid preventing risk. Solution in the form of avoid preventing risk. Adopt dealing with risk. Delay slowing risk progression and transform system overhaul. अब I see on production of improve and traditional cooperative sector organized by Bharatiya Beej Sanghari Samiti Limited. Symposium on production of improved and traditional seed through cooperative sector organized by Bharatiya Beej Sanghari Samiti Limited. BBSSL is a cooperative society established in 2023 under Multi-State Cooperative Society Act 2002. It aims to ensure that traditional and certified and scientifically prepared seed reach every farmer. Focus on production, testing, certification, procurement, processing of seeds in the country. Traditional seed are naturally grown in indigenous region. Traditional seed are naturally grown in indigenous region, ideally suited and nutritional excellence in local environment. Seed production system in India. It adheres to limited generation system for seed multiplication in a phases manner. Recognize three generations, namely a breeder, foundation, and certified seed. Recognize three generations, namely breeder, foundation, and certified seed. Kara breeder seed is the progeny of nucleus seed of a variety and is produced by the originating breeder or by a sponsor breeder. Foundation seed is progeny of breeder seed and is required to be produced from breeder seed which can be clearly traced to breeder seed. Certified seed progeny of foundation seed produced by registered seed grower under supervision of seed certification agency. Benefit of seed certification: enhancement in seed replacement rate. SRR is a measure of crop area covered by quality seed, preserve genetically identity and ensure genetically purity of seed. Preserve genetically identity and ensure genetically purity of seed. Improving seed export, promoting Indian variety. India's share in the world seed export is only 0.6%. आगे कह रहा है provision for seed sector in India. Seed Act 1966 Act to provide for regulating the quality of the certain seed for sale. National Seed Policy 2002 to support seed industry, protecting farmers interested in conservation of agro biodiversity, protection of plants variety and farmers right act 2001. Other initiative and provision for seed sector in India. Seed Act 1966 Act to provide for regulating the quality of certain seed for the sale. Current National Seed Policy 2002 to support seed industry, protecting farmers' interests and conservation of agrobiodiversity, protection of plants variety and Farmers' Right Act 2001 protect the intellectual property right to plant breeder. Seed village program. Trained group of farmers are involved in production of seed for various crops and cater to their own need. Some mission for the seed and planting material under National Mission on Agriculture Extension and Technology. आगे है बेनिफिट ऑफ सीड सर्टिफिकेशन. क्या बेनिफिट है सीड सर्टिफिकेशन का? करा इन्हांसमेंट in enhancement in seed replacement rate. SRR is a measure of crop area covered with quality seed. Seed certification. Enhancement in seed replacement rate. SRR is a measure of crop area covered with quality seed. Preserve genetic identity and ensure genetic purity of seed. Improving seed export, promoting Indian variety. India's share in the world seed export is only 0.6%. Improving seed export, promoting Indian variety. Improving seed export, promoting Indian variety. India's share in the world seed export is only 0.6%. Enhancement in seed replacement rate. SRR is a measure of crop area covered with quality seed. Seed replacement rate. SRR is a measure of crop area covered with quality seed. Preserve genetic identity and ensure genetic purity of seed. पहला जो बेनिफिट ऑफ सीड सर्टिफिकेशन का enhancement in seed replacement rate. Enhancement in seed replacement rate. SRR is a measure of crop area covered with quality seed. Benefit of certification. Enhancement in seed replacement rate. SRR is a measure of crop area covered with quality seed. Preserve genetic identity and ensure genetic purity of seed. Color enhancement in seed replacement rate. SRR is a measure of crop area covered with quality seed and preserve genetic identity and ensure genetic purity of the seed. Preserve genetic identity and ensure genetic purity of the seed. Improve seed export, promoting Indian variety. India's share in the world seed export is only 0.6%. अब पढ़ेंगे. Data show robust growth in progress, total income of individual and binding tax base. According to data from Central Board of Directors from assessment year 2013 to 14 to AY 2021 to 2022. Individual taxpayer increased to 6.37 crore, 90% increase. Average gross total income for individual taxpayer increased to about rupees 7 lakh, 56% increase. Increase in average gross total income for top 1% individual taxpayer is 42%, while that for bottom 25% individual taxpayer is 58%. Proportionate contribution of the gross total income of top 1% of individual taxpayer has decreased from 15.9% to 14.6%. Bottom 25% individual taxpayer has increased from 8.3% to 8.4% and from 75.8% to 77.77% for middle 74% income, property, asset, consumption, transaction, and other economic activities subject to taxation by a tax authority. Significance of widening tax base. Significance of widening tax base. Improve government ability to fund social and physical infrastructure. Increase possibility of lowering tax rate. Cesses impose helps in better planning, budgeting of a fiscal year. Measure to increase tax base. Promoting voluntary compliance. Easier filing. Following up with the potential non-filer, etc. Significance of binding tax base can improve the government ability to fund social and physical infrastructure, increase possibility of lowering tax rate, and cease imposition, helps in better planning, budgeting of a fiscal year. आगे क्या है Basic register hosted 22nd Shanghai Cooperation Organization Council of Heads of the Government. CHG meets once every year to discuss a strategy for multilateral cooperation, adopted organization's annual budget, and during meetings, India's External Affairs Minister call members to strictly adhere to principle of international law, respect each other's sovereignty. About SHSCO Genesis established in 2001 in Shanghai by the Shanghai Five countries Kazakhstan, China, Kyrgyzstan, Russia, and Tajikistan, and Uzbekistan. About permanent intergovernmental organization guided by Shanghai spirit that encapsulate mutual trust and benefit, equality, respect for diversity of civilization, etc. Members India, Iran, Kazakhstan, China, Kyrgyzstan, Pakistan, Russia, Tajikistan, Uzbekistan. मेंबर है 9 कंट्री एससीओ के शंघाई कोऑपरेशन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के 9 मेंबर कंट्री हैं इंडिया है ईरान चाइना है किर्गिस्तान है पाकिस्तान है रसिया है तजिकिस्तान है ऑब्जर्वर स्टेट में अफगानिस्तान हो गया हो गया मंगोलिया हो गया Process of raising the status of Belarus to the level of a member state has begun. Key goal Ensure and maintain peace, security, and stability in the region. क्या बोलते हैं ensure, maintain peace, security, and stability in the region. Highest decision-making body, heads of the state council that meets yearly, permanent body, secretariat in Beijing, China, and regional anti-terrorist structure in Tashkent, Uzbekistan. Officially language रशियन एंड चाइनीज। लैंग्वेज कौन है, रशियन है या चाइनीज है। उसके बाद बोल रहा है सिग्निफिकेंस ऑफ एससीओ क्या है, कंट्रीब्यूट 30% ऑफ ग्लोबल जीडीपी, 40% ऑफ द वर्ल्ड पॉपुलेशन। ये कंट्रीब्यूट करता है शंघाई कोऑपरेशन 30% ऑफ द ग्लोबल जीडीपी एंड 40% ऑफ द ग्लोबल पॉपुलेशन, वर्ल्ड पॉपुलेशन। हेल्प इन टैकलिंग सेपरेटिज्म, extremism and terrorism. Help in tackling the separatism, extremism and terrorism. ये हेल्प करता है आपको किसको टैकल करने में, सेपरेटिज्म, एक्सट्रीमिज्म एंड टेररिज्म। Strengthening India's outreach to Central Asia and multipolarity in Eurasia. उसके बाद क्रेडिट इंफॉर्मेशन कंपनी, reference fuel. RBI has directed Credit Information Company to introduce a compensation framework for delay in updating rectification of credit information of borrower. A CIC shall pay compensation to the complain, complain, complainant if the complaint could not be resolved within 30 days. CIC maintains credit information of borrower which can be accessed by the banks and other lenders. They collect information from banks, credit card company, non-bank financial institution, lending situation, refer to CIC credit report to decide borrower's credit worthiness. CIC are the licensed by the RBI. CIC are licensed by the Credit Information Company and licensed by the RBI. Indian Oil Corporation Limited launched India's first gas online and diesel reference fuel. Currently, reference fuel are being imported by India. RFs are premium, high-value product used for calibration testing for our vehicle by auto original equipment manufacturers and organizations involved in testing certification in the field. A specification requirement of RF are more stringent than commercial gas online and diesel. Indigenous RF meets automotive industry standard specification and is available at better price with reduced lead time. National Medicinal Plants Board, Annamalai Tiger Reserve. नेशनल मेडिसिनल प्लांट बोर्ड यहाँ पर पढ़ेंगे मीन्स नेशनल मेडिसिनल प्लांट बोर्ड कराए अंडर द आयुर्वेदा फॉर वन हेल्थ campaign. Farmers are being sensitized about a special technique used in cultivation of medicinal plants through NMPV. One Health is an integrated, unified to balance optimize, optimize the health of people, optimize the health of animals, optimize the health of environment, optimize the health of people, optimize the health of animals, and optimize the health of environment. NMPB set up in 2002 promote medicinal plants sector is working as a section of the Ministry of Ayush. It is mandated to develop an appropriate mechanism for coordination between various ministries and implement policy for the overall growth of the medicinal plant sector. Gir indigenous cow breed. Gir indigenous cow breed. Gir is being promoted under Rashtriya Gokul Mission. Rashtriya Gokul Mission is being implemented by Department of Animal Husbandry and Dairy for the development and conservation of indigenous bovine breeds since 2014. Karagir is originated in Gir forest in Gujarat and also found in Maharashtra and adjacent Rajasthan. It is hardy, adaptable with high milk yield and calm disposition. It is hardy, adaptable breed with high milk yield and calm disposition. It has the ability to adapt to the entire central belt and northern and southern states. Other indigenous cattle breed Reed Sindhi, Sahiwal, Halikar, etc. PM School for Rising India, PM Sri, PM Sri. 124 school under PM Sri, a scheme inaugurated in Haryana. It is a centrally sponsored scheme, 60% by the center, 40% borne by the state or UT under the Ministry of Education, launched in 2022. It aims at developing more than 40,500 schools across India by strengthening selected existing schools being managed by all form of government. Objective: providing high quality education, making children active participation as per the vision of NEP 2020. It is proposed to be operational from 2022 to 2023 to 2026 to 2027. आगे है अन्नामलई टाइगर रिजर्व। ये क्या कह रहा है भाई? It is carved out of Tamil Nadu portion of the Annamalai and lie on south of the Palakkad Gap in the western. It is surrounded by Parambikulum Tiger Reserve on the east, Chinar Wildlife Sanctuary, and Kulam National Park on the southwestern side. Karyan Sola, Grass Hill, Manjampati of ATR are part of UNESCO World Heritage Site Eastern Ghat. It supports six indigenous beaches: Malasar, Malahi, Osteoporosis is a bone disease that causes loss of bone density, which increases the risk of fracture, density, and bone mass decrease. Bone change. It is called a silent. Women are more likely to get affected after menopause. Symptoms: spine, wrist, and hips fracture, height loss, spinal deformity. Vajra Musti Kalga. Vajra Musti Kalga is a form of wrestling different from conventional grappling and entail two JTs fighter. Wrestlers use Vajraya Musti knuckle cluster adorned with a diamond as a mark of weaponry to engage in immaculate battle. Whosoever draw the blood from the opponent's head first is declared the winner. It is held on the ninth day of Navratri at the Mysuru Palace, Mysore, Karnataka. It was first mentioned in Manasolas, a manual of warfare of the king Someshwara III of Chalukya's dynasty. Hernos Muniz, a Portuguese traveler, noticed this form of wrestling in Vijayanagara Empire. Place in use: Qatar, capital Doha. A court in Qatar sentenced eight former personnel of the Indian Navy to death. Political boundary: it is a country in West Asia. It shares its sole land border with Saudi Arabia, with the rest of territory being surrounded by Persian Gulf. Geographical feature: situated on the west coast of the Persian Gulf on Qatar Peninsula, it has one of the world's largest reservoirs of petroleum and natural gas. Sand dunes and salt flat or sandcars are the chief topographical feature. No permanent body of fresh water. Highest point above all hills. तो दोस्तों यहाँ पर फिर आज का मैं यहाँ